these hoes actually got to throwing hands. Like, sis, I'm talking about she was whooping her. Like, ming, 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 ming. It went down and up. And could nobody stop that? And baby, I was not about to attempt to. Get somebody else to do it. My video, I am your homegirl, Miss Ella Marie. That's me. Welcome to the tribe, sis. So this is the story time, girl, where look, my friend got into it with my friend for sleeping with her nigga, and we didn't even know they knew each other. So y'all, this is how this went down. Now I'ma tell y'all, we all used to work together. Okay, so paint the picture. We all in like, we was working in this like office type of setting. So pretty much everybody had a set schedule. We all got off at the same time. We all went to work at the same time. So we seen each other. I think two of us was probably in the same department type shit. But anyway, now we had came up with this idea. This is gonna be a ladies' weekend. We gonna get off work, go home, shower, all get together, and we gonna all go out for drinks. Cool. Now, it was gonna be, let's get these people names. So me and Bina work together. We work in the same department. Bina got a friend named Keisha. I didn't know Keisha like that. We seen each other in past and probably at lunch or something, but we wasn't really like besties or very acquainted type shit. It was more like I seen you in passing. Hey, pretty girl, how you doing? Carry on. Now, my friend Tati knew Bina, but she didn't know Keisha either. So Keisha was like that friend, that plus one friend, like you know, that plus one that could potentially become our friend, but we don't know her just yet. So that's how it was. So me, Tati, and Bina knew each other, and Bina knew Keisha. Now we all finna get ready to go home. It's about 5 o'clock. Everybody clocking out. It's time to hit the streets. Here, like that direct deposit here, baby, and it's time to go. So let's get into it. It's 5 o'clock and it's time to go, y'all. And we decide that we finna get ready and take our home, get ready, and then we gonna meet all up at Bina crib, smoke hookah, pregame, drink, and you know, do whatever girls do, finish getting ready, and we gonna head on out then. Now, around about 7:30, 8 o'clock-ish, I called Tati and was like, girl, you ready? So she was like, yeah, just come and pick me up. Woo. Now, usually we always drove in my car because I'm like that drunk, sober, designated driver type. Like, I'm always gonna make it back to the house. Now, I saw the trust my driver more drunk than, you know, never mind. So we always, I did the Uber. Now, I goes and pick Tati up from her house. We head on over to Bina crib. Now, Bina had a nice little spot, y'all. Me and Tati was coming from like the suburb area, and Bina stayed like downtown in like a condo. So her skyline view was just everything. So we used to always just go to Bina crib, a better, you know, type of scenery, and then the aesthetics, and it was closer to the clubs with the, you know, that. Now, the area that she stayed in, it was sort of like a mixed community, so it was very cool, and you know, people was acceptable to large groups of people. Now, we all go over Bina crib. I'm thinking that it was just gonna be us, but when we got there, it was people that was already at Bina crib or whatever, and so it didn't really bother us because it's like, girl, it's Friday. Hey, y'all, like a pastor do say, don't I say? So it was given very much that Bina had these big ass hookahs, so everybody was like, you know, hookah, whatever you did, you was just doing it. And so we get there, we all walk in, well, me and Tati walk in, and we speak to everybody. Everybody's speaking. Whoa. Now this one particular day, Bina wasn't ready. And I was sort of confused by that because Bina was one of those people that was like always on time, stickler for being on time. So the fact that she wasn't ready, it was like, okay, you know, whatever. Now, she told me that she had to go and pick up Keisha, but that was probably, you know, the reason why. I don't know. So we get there and we all kicking it and woo, everybody getting acquainted, we having fun. Now, I'm noticing that when we walk in the door and we all mingling and introducing each other and ourselves to people, Tati vibe changed. Tati vibe changed tremendously, y'all. Like, we walked in the door, she was all happy and bubbly, like ready to go, ready to mingle, woo, woo. But her vibe changed. Now, Tati was in a relationship, true enough, but I sort of felt like, usually we go out and that's not an issue. So I don't know what was going on. I thought maybe it's because she didn't know people was going to be there, and that was a, you know, some people vibe changed. But like I said, we got in there and these people was cool. Like, it was a mixed crowd. It had like some different races in there, but it was like women and men, and it was not that many people, y'all. It was probably like six, seven other people. So these were all Venus neighbors. Now, girl, we and they was like in a friend group, and I think finna get ready and go out as well. But anywho, now Tati vibe changed when we got in the door and everybody started introducing themselves. Now, all Bena neighbors is here and Keisha is here. These are the only people that's in the living room and in the kitchen area with us interacting. So I'm just looking like, Tati, what's wrong? Like, you know, of course I'm asking her, like, is there somebody here that you just don't feel comfortable with? Like, what's going on? She like, nah, I'm just peeping the scene. I'm just peeping the scene. You know, it's nothing too serious at the moment. At the moment. What's going on? So I'm like, okay, cool. I'm not really finna, I'm gonna ask you, I'm a very concerning person. I'm gonna ask you a couple times, but after a while, I'm not going to like force it. Like, if you don't want to tell me, okay, sis, we'll revisit the conversation at a later time. Like, obviously you don't want to talk right now. So I left it alone or whatever, and she was like, yeah, I'm just speaking and saying woo woo. Now I'm noticing that everybody is having a good time but Tati. And me and Keisha end up, like, you know, coming across paths because we often go out. So of course I'm interacting with her, so it don't be like no weird vibes or whatever. So me and Keisha end up interacting with each other a couple times, and I noticed that Tati would like roll her eyes a little bit, and I'm just like, what the fuck is going on? Like, girl, you don't even know her. So I pull Tati to the side in the bathroom, and I'm just like, Tati, you okay? You sure you good to go out to the club? Like, what's up? So she like, yeah, I'm finna go out. I'm going out. I'm just peeping the scene. She kept saying she was just peeping the scene, girl. I didn't know what that was, but shit, I was like, couple shots to do say in, girl. The hookah was hookering. Whatever I was doing it was activating. I was in my glow, baby. I didn't give a fuck. Okay. Like, if it had got serious, then I would have been alert and ready to go. But I'm not finna babysit no grown ass woman, y'all. Especially when I come out to live and unwind, and I done did my due diligence for the week as an adult. Oh, okay. So whatever. Now, Bina, at this point, she is ready, and we finna get ready and head out. So we all piling up in the car. We end up taking Bina's car to the club. We drove my car to Bina's house and Bina's car to the club. So Bina and Keisha is sitting in the front. Me and Tati is in the back. Now, when we get to the club, girl, we just like, on the way to the club, we were still, you know, drinking and having fun and shit, listening to music and shit. But we started to like talk when we got to the gas station. So we started to talk in the car and shit while we was getting the gas or whatever. And girl, I was just noticing that like every time Keisha would say something, Bina would like roll her eyes real snooty like. So I'm starting to put two and two together, because of course I'm drinking, but girl, ain't nobody dumb and ain't nobody dead neither. So I'm peeping the scene or whatever, and I'm like, okay, so there's the issue right there. So I'm like, why is that an issue though? Because of course, like I said, we didn't know Keisha from a can of paint, so I thought we did. I didn't. I ain't know Keisha. Keisha didn't know me. But Bina thought she knew Keisha. So not Tati thought she knew Keisha. My bad. I'm sorry, y'all. So as Bina is up in the gas station paying for the gas or whatever, like, you know, of course we all fill up the tank. We finna ride and kick it tonight. So as Bina is up in the gas station paying for the gas, Keisha hops out the car and goes in the gas station with her friend. Well, which is our friend, but whatever. So Tati tells me like, I think I know that bitch. She leans over. Once that door closed, that girl hadn't even moved away from the car, y'all. And she was like, I think I know that bitch. Man, where could you know her from? What's she like? What is going on here? Like, before we even get to this club, what is really going on? So she like, yeah, cause I was going through motherfucking. Oh, let's get her nigga a name. I'm trying to think. We gonna name him Gamble, cause he was always gambling for something. So she was like, yeah, I was going through Gamble phone the other night when he was drunk. He came from the strip club. He was laid up, drunk, sleep. She was like, girl, yeah, that phone was on the motherfucking dresser, and I had to go through it. So she was just telling me, like, while they was in the gas station, that she had went through the nigga phone or whatever, and she found the thread of him and Keisha talking. And girl, guess what they met at though? Hey, if you guessed the job, bitch, it was very much baby boy in there. Like, Gamble was a broke ass nigga. Like, y'all, he was broke. He needed Tati. He very much needed Tati. And so he was always like doing little shit on her, but he would never leave her type shit, because he knew he needed everything from her. A place to stay, some wheels on his feet, some shoes on his feet. Like, he very much needed Miss Girl. So he very much needed Miss Girl. So upon picking her up one day from work, I'm assuming that they met each other. Now, my friend Tati ended up finding the message threads between Gamble and Keisha. Now, at this point, I'm thinking like, okay, if they was messaging, how you know that's her though? Like, you know, it could be 1,001 Keishas. And so she like, yeah, that's what I'm trying to figure out. But I think I remember seeing a picture. Like, she ended up sending, you know, remember me type shit. Like, she ended up sending him a picture. And so Keisha Tati like, I seen so many females in this man's phone that night. Like, I don't know if this is one of them, but I'm almost certain that she is. And so, girl, she was just livid about it. Like, my good girl, she definitely tried. She tried to be a good girl, but girl, she was just livid about it. She was like, they message thread was like, girl, like, it will break any woman's heart. So she was very much livid about it. And so I don't know if Tati just put two and two together, but you know, your intuition will tell you everything that you need to know. So she was like, yeah, it bothered her. And I'm like, oh, okay, so that's what's been going on all night. She like, yeah, but I didn't want to like bring it up, because for one, I'm not even certain that this is this girl, but I'm almost positive that it is, because she looks just like the girl from the photo, if I remember clearly. So all night Keisha was mentioning some dude. She never said dude name, but it was always like, you know how when you first meet a dude and you just into him, girl, and everything he say and do is just reminds you like, oh, that's my little yeah, like. And Tati was like peeping the scene every time Keisha did this. So, and I would notice that the tension, like, you could feel the fiery energy off her. And I'm just like, ooh, okay. So when we got in the car, it made complete sense. Because I'm like, okay, so every time Keisha done mention her little yeah, Tati feel like she talking about her man. Girl, get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. So, at this point in time, girl, I'm just like, I'm baffled in the sea. I don't know what to say. So they coming back out the gas station or whatever. They standing outside the car pumping the gas and shit. So I'm trying to lighten the move up. I'm like, come on, let's take some shots. Like, woo. We ain't gonna worry about it until we get confirmation. We ain't gonna worry about it. Woo. I'm trying to liven her up, because I'm like, oh shit, this could go left. Because I really feel, you know, Tati was one of them friends. She was like, real pretty girl, but baby get active. Like, baby get active. And I knew my girl was not gone. Yeah, it was not giving that. And Keisha was one of them, like, not small, but she was like petite. You know, she didn't have what Tati had. Tati was homegrown, baby, big, thick mama. Like, not big, but she had a shape on her. So Miss Ma'am was very much homegrown. And Keisha was not going to stand a chance. But we'll get that momentarily. Now, so Bina and Keisha back at the pump or whatever, they at the car and shit. And so I'm like, come on, Tati, like, just cheer up until we get, you know, confirmation of what's going on. Woo. So she like, okay, yeah, I'm gonna trust your word. I'm gonna trust your word. I'm like, yeah, you know, if you get confirmation it is what it is, then you gotta check it. But until then, don't worry about it. Don't let it, ruin your night. So, girl, she like, all right, we in the car, we turning up, we got the radio up now, they back at the car, so we kicking it. Woo, woo, woo. Now, I noticed that in my peripheral, Bina and Keisha is having a conversation outside the car. So I'm like, ooh, no, what is this? So, because Bina was also very much that checking at the door type of friend. So I'm just like, okay, no, we're not finna do that tonight because that's not what I came outside for. So, I get out the car, I'm like, hey, like, take a shot, woo, woo. So we up in the gas station, we kicking it and shit, because of course we young, we can do this. So, we in the gas station kicking it while they pumping the gas, we listen to music, woo, woo. Now, what happens at the gas station when you see females twerking? Well, we weren't twerking, but you see females having a good time on a Friday night at the gas station. What else attracts? Tweet. The niggas come comment. They come comment. So I'm like, okay, they start putting it into the gas station. We talking to people. Woo. Now I noticed that, of course, Tati not talking to nobody, but neither is Keisha. Keisha like keying a little bit, but she sounded like, So Tati like, go, Keisha, go over there and get you a man, girl. Go on over there and see what he's talking about. I said, this bitch. Ooh, she's shady, mama, shady. She like, girl, I'm cool. Like, these niggas ain't about shit. Like, I fuck with heavyweights. Like, these little niggas ain't about shit. Now, to the untrained eye, Gamble will be considered as a heavyweight. Like, you would think so. Nowadays, these chicken heads. Nowadays, you would think he was like a heavyweight, like a big nigga. Like, cause Tati made sure that he kept up that appearance, baby, because like this is the man she's with, so he's not going to lack on nothing. So you would think driving her car and living in her house and keeping up with the mentality that she maintained, you would think he was a heavyweight type of dude. So when she said, no, I only fuck with heavyweights, oh baby, that said red flags in Tati eye. It was like waving a red bandana in front of a bull's face, literally. Like, she got hot. She was like, huh, not like that, not looking like that, you don't. Woo! Okay, Miss Ma'am. So, girl, Keisha caught Shay. I know she did. She caught Shay because at this point, me and Bina back to the car. Like, we want, the niggas had pulled up. We at the car, at the pump, talking. They talking to us. So, we back into reality now. Like, they going on about their way. We back in reality now. So, when she said that shit, we very much all as a group caught the shade. And she was like, I bet you I do. I was like, y'all, come on, let's go. Like, let's go. Let's get in this motherfucking court. Like, we finna go. I was doing very much damage control because, like I said, I wasn't outside for that. So she was like, I was very much doing damage control. So I'm like, I'm not outside for that, so let's go. So we get up in the car and shit. It's very awkward in this car, y'all. It's very awkward because, like I said, we all caught the shade. Girl, so we end up making it to the club or whatever, and girl, we in there. At this point, I think everybody had got over the back and forth awkwardness that we could not put our finger on, even though I already knew what it was. But I think everybody was over it. So when we got up in the club, we was all turning up, but I felt like it wasn't our normal turn up because, like I said, me, Tati, and Bina, we all knew each other. Like, we all had hung out previous before this. But the only new addition to the clique was Keisha. And this turn up, it was very much awkward. Like, it was not how I usually see my girls turn up. And I usually have a ball. Like, these are my babies. I usually have a ball. So, girl, when this happened, I was just like, oh my God, like, this is not the turn up. But of course, I'm just go ahead, let the night play out so we can go and get to the tea in the morning. Like, we'll deal with this in the morning. So We in a club turning up, of course, everybody taking shots. We got a little section or whatever. We got bottles coming to the table. We kicking it now, but it's not to that extreme. It's not to that extreme. It's really not. So, Keisha get drunk. Miss Ma'am had way too much. Like, when I tell you, me, Bina, and Tati, like, country homegrown, baby. Like, we pretty like our mamas, but could drink like our daddy. So, it was just like... it was just like, okay, girl, be cool. Like, if you fucked up, you fucked up. That's cool, but we ain't doing all that. So we was just looking at her a little iffy or whatever, but we was definitely going to help her. We was going to make sure she was straight because she came with us. I ain't never finna, hell no. Like, no, she's going to be straight, but it was still like, girl, you're doing too much. Pull yourself together, ma'am. You're still in public. You're still a woman. So she was like... fucked up. And girl, you know when people get fucked up, they start talking, baby. They start to talk. And as we proceeding with the night, it's like Tati was over it. Tati was really over this girl. Like, if she could have done 2 more things, it would have went up. Like, and if I had to pull Tati to the bathroom to calm her down and like talk her into her right state of mind, it would have very much went up. And I'm like, no, I can't have you fucking her up if she's intoxicated. Like, no, we ain't doing it. So she like, yeah, but I just really feel like everything is pointing to this girl. Like, every time she open her mouth, every time she say little shit, it was like she was describing her nigga in her face, y'all. Like, we in the club and she's still talking about this man. Like, it was sort of like Keisha knew. I really deep down in my heart still now to this day, I really feel like Keisha knew who Tati was, because it was just like she was letting that alcohol really play her, G. Like, I'm talking about, she was a hot mess in there. And it was like she knew that she was getting up on the Tati's skin, because she just kept going at it. Like, yeah, my man gonna do this, and my man got a big body this, and she was like describing this girl car and everything. Like, yeah, he got this and this, and Tati like, come on now, this is too many coincidences. So, girl, as the night proceed, I tell Bina, I'm like, Bina, it's time to go. Like, this shit finna get real nasty if we don't hurry up and get the fuck up out of here. So Bina was like, I sort of got that vibe too. Let's go eat. So we all pack everybody into the car and shit. Of course, we go right back to the same seated arrangements we had at first. You get in the front with Bina, and I'm going to get in the back behind you. And I'm going to put Tati behind Bina. Just in case I don't need no full announcements in the seat, from the seat. You feel me? So I'm like, I'm going to get back behind her, and we're going to make sure that this plays out safely. Now, as this transpiring, we on our way home and shit, like, I can feel Tati's leg over there shaking. Like, you know how when a black woman mad, baby, she over there shaking, and she texting her ass off. She is texting her ass off, baby. She is texting. Child, shit was, it was brewing. It was brewing. It was brewing in this car. Cause, girl, as Tati over here to my left hand side, texting her life away. Her thumbs done fell off. Miss Ma'am ain't even got no acrylics on her thumbs. She got 4 acrylics. 4. And the rest is just thumbs. She over there texting her thumbnails off. And Keisha's phone is dinging. It is dinging. But Keisha passed the fuck out in the front seat sleep. She is passed out sleep in the front seat. Girl, we halfway home. You know that drunk sleep be the best sleep, girl. You be trying to get your life together. She is passed out sleep, but she ain't answering his phone because she drunk. Girl, every time Tati would send a message and a message would come through, or the response, because I knew who she was texting. I knew who she was checking that nigga. I knew who she was texting. So every time a response would come through, a couple minutes later, like, it was like he'll send a message to Keisha's phone. And I'm like, oh my God, nigga, how dumb can you be? If this woman is checking you about this woman, apparently they in the same vicinity. Like, oh my God, I don't think that nigga knew how close of a vicinity they was. I think he was probably thinking like Keisha was probably at a club and Tati seen her some shit, but I don't think he knew they was in the same car. Girl, the same car, the same vehicle, like vroom, 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 we trying to get back to the crib. Like, we can all die in this car if some shit transpired. Like, I don't think he knew that. I don't think he knew that. If he did, and he was still playing the fiddle, girl, we had a right to name him Gamble. So, as this phone is going off, girl, Tati is looking at the phone. Every time the phone ding in Keisha's lap, Tati's eyes go up. And it's like she was burning the hole in the back of that girl's head. Like, for real, for real. So I had, text being on the slick side. I'm like, drop Tati out first. Girl, I don't even know if Bina looked at that message, but she definitely dropped Tati out first. So, girl, as we pull up to the door, girl, Tati can't even wait, boo. She can't even wait. Like, she literally got her shoes in her hand. She done took her earrings off. Like, sis had a silk press in. She done put the silk press up in a bun, baby. She is Rexy. And when I tell you, Miss Ma'am used to get down back in the day, she got down. Before Bina could even put that car in park, she was already out that door. She was already out the door, girl. I thought Miss Ma'am had very much drunk a little to cool her down, but no. She was gone. And I'm just like, Tati, like, wait, like, baby, hold on. She like, no, get back in the car. Ooh, we finna go up in here. I'm finna have a talk with this nigga. And I'm like, of course, I want to respect your household and mind my business, but then I don't want you to go to jail either, because I could feel the energy and the vibes off her. I just knew Tati was going to do something that she was not going to. Girl, so as she coming up on the stairs, like, because I'm trying to, distract her from going in the house this flame. So luckily her mother came to the door when she heard us out on the front. So I was just telling her, like, Mama T, like, just get her, like, for real, like, she really realized how. And she like, what's going on, Ella, what's going on? I'm like, the girl that came with us tonight, maybe the girl that's in his phone. And girl, like, she like, who phone? I'm like, Gamble. She like, Gamble just left here. And I'm like, what the fuck? And she like, yeah, he just pulled off from the house. So, but he pulled off in like a rush, like he was trying to leave home before Tati got there. And she like, he left where? She like, he just pulled off in your car. In my car? Girl, that's all I heard. She was like, in my car? Her mama was like, yes, he just pulled off in your car and said that he'll be right back. She was livid, y'all. She was livid. She blew past her motherfucking mama and girl went up them motherfucking stairs, and baby she was livid. She was like, I'll talk to you later. Like, I'm gonna go. Girl, she was livid. I was like, Mama, please take care of her, because I didn't want to see my girl fucked up, but y'all, I was fucked up. Like, and I didn't want to be a part of it. Like, I didn't want to be a part of it because they did this shit so much. It was just like, you gonna go, that was my girl, true enough, but I knew she was gonna do all of this. He was gonna smooth her over, and they was gonna be right back together. So I really didn't want to be a part of it. I really didn't. And I'm just like, not tonight. So I was like, Mama, please take care of her and make sure that she stay out of jail. She was like, I got her the best I could, but like, I'm glad he not here. Like, I'm glad he's not here. So I'm going back to the car, and girl, Keisha's still in the car sleep. Bina was standing outside the car, like she was standing up against the car looking over the hood type shit. But Keisha was very much still in the front seat, knocked out, dead sleep. Girl, so I was like, come on, Bina, let's go. Like, let's go right now before she, for real, remember that Keisha is in this car and come over here and try to drag Keisha ass out the car while she fucked up. Let's go now. Put the pedal to the motherfucking metal and let's go. So Bina was like, yeah, bitch, you right. Like, let's go now. So, girl, Bina skirt up out of it, like, she got it on up out of there. Girl, about 5 to 10 minutes on down the road, well, on down the street, we see BMW. going back towards her house. So, girl, that go gamble right there. And I very much wanted to know if this was the girl that was in the car, but I'm like, that ain't none of my business. So Bina was like, should we flag him down? Like, shit. I'm like, girl, don't get in that. Do not get in that, because these two is always doing this. Like, we just don't. And girl, at this point, Gamble is calling Keisha's phone. Like, he not texting no more. He's calling. So I'm assuming that by Tati being in the crib, she is calling this nigga phone. And she probably told him, like, I was just in a car with her, because he blowing his phone up. And I knew it was him. I have his number saved in her phone on the Gamble. Like, you know how niggas be, girl. He gave her a send-off ass number, but I just knew that was him calling her phone like that. I'm like, this is him. Like, I wanted so bad to pick up the phone, but girl, I was not gonna put my nose in that business. And I was just like, Bina, think about the time frame. Like, this is him. Like, just come on. You know, she like, no, I just don't feel like my friend to do that. Like, Bina was very much understanding of Tati's point of view, because we all knew how Gamble was. But she didn't want to believe that Keisha was that type of woman, because of course this is her friend. So she's going to have some type of defense up in protection of her friend, which was understandable. But by her already knowing that me and Tati was not like that, she was like, I'm stuck between literally a rock and a hard place, because I know this woman personally, but I know this woman personally too. So it was very much possible, but she didn't want to give up the fact that her friend would be on some petty shit like that, because everybody seen how many times Gamble brought Tati to work. So we all knew that Gamble was Tati nigga. Like, whether you knew Tati or not, this man is picking her up and dropping her off from work every day. This ain't the same Uber. They don't look nothing alike, so it's highly impossible that, well, not impossible, but you know, come on, you know this her nigga. Like, girl, cut it out. So she didn't want to just believe that her friend would do that, but it was all the times it's pointing that her friend was doing it. But of course, Keisha is, like I said, still drunk in the front seat, so she was not accountable or able to, you know, account for her actions and what was going on at this moment. So as the time is going on and we getting closer to being a house, I'm just like, I can't wait to get back to my car so I can go the fuck home, because tonight did not go as planned, clearly. So girl, we pull up into being a garage or whatever, and we get out the car, and now it's time to wake Keisha up. Y'all would not believe this. Girl, as we pulling into the garage, we trying everything in our power to, like, just get rid of the night. Like, decompress and just catch our thought, because we did not expect for the night to turn out like this. I said, well, Bina, we have made it to our destination. It was a good one, sis, and I have to catch you at work. Like, I would have to, we'll catch up tomorrow. So Bina like, yeah, I'm finna go ahead and wake her up, like, so she could go upstairs, because ain't no way here I'm letting her go home like this. So like, I'll just take her upstairs with me tonight. And I'm like, yeah, that'll probably be the best bet, so sis could be safe or whatever. Because at this point, I'm just like, you know, I ain't really say sis, because I believe my friend, but it was just like, I had no reason not to like her. So I was like, yeah, just make sure sis is straight or whatever. And so she like, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and take her upstairs. Why the fuck this wakes up from the front seat and say, no, I'm finna drive myself home? Bitch, when you dead? All of this shit going on. And Miss Man, when you just dead to the world, what you mean you finna? And girl, how you just rise from the dead like that? You just woke up in the front seat talking about, I'm finna drive myself. Girl, y'all, no, don't worry about me. I'm finna drive home. I'm okay. Girl, I'm so glad my car was right next to Bina's car, Girl, I got out that back seat instantly and got in my motherfucking car. Y'all, I was done. I could not believe my motherfucking ass. I knew that somebody had played a prank on me, baby. I said, so this girl that ran around and did all of this shit. We seeing the nigga calling your phone, everything. Everybody thinking we thinking you passed out drunk. Bina like, yeah, I hope it don't take, because Bina was in the midst of saying, like, I'm going to take her upstairs with me so she can be safe. I just hope it don't take forever to get her up. Girl, before Bina could even complete that sentence or that thought, baby, Miss Ma'am was up and on her feet and very alert. I got in my motherfucking car and I pulled off, y'all. I didn't sit there and wait. I couldn't ask no questions. I was dumbfounded. And I could not call. I didn't know. I was stuck between calling Tati like this bitch was not drunk. And I was baffled and shocked by the whole situation. So, girl, I just drove home in complete silence. Like, this shit sobered me up to the fullest, y'all. I can't make this shit up. Like, it sobered me up for real, for real. And I'm just like, what was I a part of? Like, really, what was I a part of? Girl, I could not wait to get home, shower, and touch my sheets, because I was like, tomorrow, this shit has to have some type of explanation that logically makes sense in order for me to feel like I do not need to commit myself. Because I just knew that I had not been a part of no ghetto shit like this all night. And the way things went down at the end, it's like, I don't know if I was mad at her for pretending to be asleep. Was I glad that she did that? Because if she had been woke as the text messages was coming through, she probably would have got fucked up. So, y'all, I don't know if it was a good thing or a bad thing. But, baby, I needed it to make sense in the morning, though. So, y'all, if y'all want to know what happened in the morning and how the shit transpired, just let me know. I'll do a part 2 and tell y'all what happened, because, baby, they end up seeing each other. Yeah, Miss Ma'am met Miss Girl again. This time for real, in the flesh. Y'all, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Make sure you hit them post notifications so you can know every time I upload, because I'm going to drop part 2. And I'll see y'all in my next video. My social media accounts will be down in the description box below in case you want to keep up with me outside of YouTube. And girl, I'll catch y'all over there, because like I said, shit got hot up in there, and Miss Ma'am met Mrs. Ma'am in the flesh this time for real. And it wasn't shit me and Bina could do.